Oh, wow. The phone's on 19 seconds.
Welcome to Sableassent. We are a global Black community of businesses, nonprofits, and consumers, exchanging a digital token to empower our community and obliterate poverty. It doesn't matter where you are or what you do, you can transact Sableassent tokens in our global ecosystem and marketplace. In today's global economy, we have moved from a paper society to a digital society. The time is now. Be a part of the new digital world of Sableassent.
Hello. Welcome back. I am Marlena D Evans, host of Sableassent Tech Tour Podcast. We have an extra special surprise for you all today. The CEO and founder himself has came in on us today, and we have Mr. Daryl, CEO and founder of Sableassent Corporation. For the past 10 years, as an entrepreneur in marketing, sales, and event host in Miami Beach. During this time, Daryl has had the opportunity to market, promote, and host events for some of the top names in hip-hop music, luxury lifestyle experiences. Mr. He is our CEO and founder of Sableassent Coin Corporation. He took the time out to come off the spaceship and speak to us today because we are really important to him. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for Mr. Daryl C. Speaks.
Hey, how you doing? How's everybody?
Hello. How are you, Mr. Speaks?
Feel well, really well. I appreciate you and the amazing work that you're doing with the Tech Tour Podcast. I think it's amazing work that you're doing, Ms. Evans. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate that coming from the CEO and founder. Now, Mr. Speaks, first of all, congrats are in order. SAC1 has been featured and sold on 2 exchanges now, officially, right? One is out of the country, one in the USA. Sableassent has a podcast. It has its own radio show, and I want you to update us on what else Sableassent has going on right now while I have you here.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Sableassent is presently partnering with some of the largest industries in the world to provide one of the most robust industries that our community needs in order to be empowered and to push towards our goal towards connecting Black businesses and business of color around the world to eliminate poverty and create prosperity and amazing opportunities. So we're just basically connecting and growing and building out an ecosystem that's never been done by anyone right now. It's very exciting to be a part of this and what the team is doing around the world.
That's awesome. Now, Mr. Speaks, I wanted to ask you on behalf of the audience here, why create a cryptocurrency? Why not create just a nonprofit? Like, why a cryptocurrency for the Black community?
Well, as you know, one of the major issues in our community is access to resources. And unfortunately, we don't have that. So because we've been shut out. So it's not that we're so smart or we're so educated. It's just the fact that technology has brought us to a place and a time in history to where it's possible. And, history is something that you must respect because you must understand where you've been and, more importantly, to understand what has been done so you don't make those same mistakes again, right? So understanding that the one thing that we're missing is our own currency because we have a huge amount of spending, so we know how to spend money, right? We know how to, in many cases, save money. We know how to work with very smart people. But unfortunately, our communities aren't provided the necessary resources that are required to be sustainable long term. So it's essential for the long term growth of our global economy to have our own currency.
our own currency. Yes, sir. I do agree with what you said. Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Speak, you have accomplished so much, like, creating this currency for our community, being president of NAACP Martin County chapter. You have like calm. And give us kind of a day in the life of how do you remain calm with so many, things you have going on. Like, you have meetings all day, you're constantly in meetings, you're traveling all across the world, you're empowering the Black community. Like an example of a routine that you may have that'll help us stay calm under pressure.
Absolutely. The number one thing, there's actually two things. Number one thing is focus, and then discipline. Discipline is the number one thing I feel that all of us need to have. And discipline is the ability to know what's good for you and what's not good for you, and execution as well. So that's one thing that I pride myself on, is the ability to execute. And we're just coming off of a book on leadership by Mr. Jim Collins, talking about how 3 things you want to look for is a disciplined mind, disciplined actions, and disciplined thoughts. So these are some of the things that we feel are necessary, and they are the foundational principles of Sableassent, is to be extremely disciplined in what we're doing and to execute. So that is the foundation of the small amount of success that we've had, is to maintain that every day and taking small steps in the right direction.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. We are speaking to the CEO and founder of Sableassent Corporation himself, Daryl. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Stablecoin has taken off, and we are coming to your community. We are partnering with industries, real estate, agriculture, minerals, energy, and many more. Let's get ahead of the trend. Paper money is a thing of the past. The future of money is digital, decentralized, and moving light speed on a blockchain. Sableassent is created to empower consumers, nonprofits, and business owners in a global Black economy. Now is the time when we buy back our communities. Own your currency today at Sableassent.com.
And we are back. You are watching the Sableassent Tech Tour Podcast. We have the CEO and founder of Sableassent Corporation here, Daryl Speaks. I am your host, Marlena D Evans, and we appreciate you always chiming in with us at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time, and we welcome you from all over the world. Now, Mr. Speaks, give us some benefits of purchasing SAC1, or even any cryptocurrency, but I mean, what is the purpose of a community should purchase SAC1?
Absolutely. Well, the beauty of the digital world, and more so cryptocurrency, even before SSC1, is that its sheer direction and mission and goal was to be a unit of exchange, right? So that's the foundational use case, right? So it was utilized by coders and people in the tech world to exchange for video games, pizza, and beer, and these types of things. And that's his foundation. So understanding that, we moved to why SAC1 was made. SAC1 was created because there are millions of consumers throughout Black economies and economies of color around the world. And we need to have a ecosystem that we can transact and support each other's business first and foremost. But it's great to do that, but it's more importantly to not just control, but also to utilize a store of value to exchange with each other. That's a powerful value added use case. Okay. Presently, SAC1 has the ability to be transacted for every possible industry and product and service that we can think of. And that is because of the work that the team has done to establish use cases in every industry. And that's very important. And one thing that I've been quoted to say many times is that everything that we consume, we must own. And that's where we're going. We're going to be consuming. We are consumers, I'm sorry already, but we're going to own, not Sableassent, but our communities will own everything that we consume so that we can control the narrative, as they say it, in our spending, so that we can empower our people in entrepreneurship and other industries. So it's an amazing opportunity for SAC1. The future is very, very bright. There's a lot of things, we can be talking for hours, but I'm extremely excited. I don't express it, but I'm very excited for the world and where we're taking our Black communities worldwide.
We must own what we consume. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a gem coming from the speaker. That was awesome. Now, in my eyes, creating a cryptocurrency designed and dedicated for the Black community, that was in 2017, though. This didn't just come about. Like, that was 2017. 3 years before the world was placed at a before you kind of foreseen it. So we know what's happened between 2017 and 2020. Where do you see the next 3 years? How do you feel like we will be impacted? Our communities will be impacted in the next 3 years, in the world in general, or how Sableassent will assist with that? Like, where do you see us in 3 years now?
Absolutely. Well, the SAC1 is actually a currency that has a store of value and a sustainable, not cycle, but more so amount of currency supply that will last over 400 plus years. That's by design by our tech team, because the company is well thought out by its team, its leadership, and its ability to understand that there will be a lot of growth, not just within our business, but within our economies and our communities. And a lot of our communities are still undeveloped. So 3 years is just not enough. But just to speak for 3 years, presently, we're positioning Sableassent to be connected and partnered with Black entrepreneurs around the world in many industries, and automation and logistics in the blockchain space will be one of our key components. I'm talking about things like agriculture, internet, obviously banking, the medical industry, real estate, mining, and all these types of industries. So having our footprint and on all these industries is imperative to not just a 3 year, but the overall long-term strategy and growth strategy of Sableassent and SAC1 as a currency.
Okay. Now, I personally know how far we've reached across the globe, and we've reached many continents. You name some countries and industries lately and over the time that Sableassent was born that already accepts SAC1 and is partnered with, that we're partnered with at this present time?
Absolutely. Well, in telecommunications, we have partnerships there in Haiti and Dominican Republic. We're looking at oil. We're looking at energy, agriculture. The gamut is so vast all across the African continent. I'm talking about Haiti, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, all across the United States, up into Canada, all into South America, Grenada, and all the way over to Colombia. So there's so many partnerships. It's impossible to name them all. We've been encouraging business owners, Afro-Latinas and Africans in Africa and Afro-Asian folks, and all the way out in Bangladesh. We have a huge crowd out there. India, we got an amazing tech team out there. It's just amazing. And it's not anything that we're doing that's so great. It's the fact that the intention behind what Sableassent and the leadership is doing is rock solid. It's just rock solid. And we have a sold out passion for helping our community. It's sold out, and we maintain at the highest level of standards. And if there's ever an issue, we want to resolve it right away. And even more important than that, we focus on what's called high tech and high touch. because the crypto and fintech space is more so a hands-off approach. Sableassent is the total opposite. Our goal for our community is to be a total hands-on approach to provide the utmost education, connection to our communities, partnerships, and leadership that will help our communities grow and find out what those pain points and issues are so we can make a difference. So it's empowering what's happening right now with the team and with the company, actually.
Well, you've heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen, the reach and the countries that's accepting SAC1. The man himself spoke to you and gave you valuable information. We're going to take a break really quick and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Sableassent. We are a global Black community of businesses, nonprofits, and consumers, exchanging a digital token to empower our community and obliterate poverty. It doesn't matter where you are or what you do, you can transact Sableassent tokens in our global ecosystem and marketplace. In today's global economy, we have moved from a paper society to a digital society. The time is now. Be a part of the new digital world of Sableassent.
And we are back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sableassent Tech Tour Podcast. I am your host, Marlena D Evans, and we are here with the CEO and founder, Mr. Daryl Speaks himself, ladies and gentlemen. We have been getting valuable information and updated, so please start from the beginning if you're just logging on. And we know that we are here every Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, same place. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock next week. Now, Mr. Speaks, let's talk about trading in the industry, okay? Now, I know we've created a platform that teaches this unique technique. And so I want to know, I know that trading, a lot more people is showing interest in that field of trading, cryptocurrency trading and things like that. What type of people do you think should look into trading? Is it a certain type of people or can anybody learn trading? Can you touch on that a little bit for us?
Absolutely. Personally, we feel that the whole trading environment, whether it be Forex or stocks or these things, is a finite skill. And that skill should be taught and learned in many cases, especially if you are a person who may not have access to resources, but it is something that you can learn. Anyone can learn it. I've read that, children as young as 10, have learned this skill. And yes, it is risky, but I feel that it is a skill that should be learned at some degree, especially now that we're involved in a pandemic and there's very, little new opportunities available. So what we're doing on our side is we're creating a global trading opportunity to give people opportunity to learn the industry and to grow the ecosystem and empower people. That we're really big on empowering people and making sure that our communities have an opportunity to thrive. So trading, yes, it is a very powerful tool. I personally had done little trading, but you have an opportunity to trade the SAC1 on P2P B2B.io. It's available right now. And we're excited to work with traders to assist in educating and teaching our people worldwide how to do this skill and this craft so that they can make better opportunities for themselves and let SAC1 be that guide and that tool to assist in prosperity. Absolutely.
That's awesome. Okay, so during today and over 400 years and counting, our Black men has been suppressed, beaten, stripped from our families, wives raped, and even worse than that, okay? Now, with that being said, it instills fear into our Black kings, okay? Now, what I noticed that you are fearless and confident, okay? So I want you to give some advice to some of our Black kings that may have been affected by, suppression, or, some people that are successful but may feel down for what's going on in the world. How do you combat fear and stay so confident?
Well, one thing that we have been able to do is to stay focused on what we're doing. The world is full of, I call them distractions. And everyone from, family, friends, business here needs to have a mission. And when you have a mission, you should have some type of standards, but they need to be high. And there needs to be a level of, as I said earlier, discipline. So once you have a mission, you have standards, and you have discipline, now you can stay focused on the main thing. And a lot of the people that I talk to, I kind of say this a lot. Let's keep the main thing the main thing. So whether it's your family, you had to have the main thing, right? Your children, spouse or girl or what have you. Then you have your business, you have to have the main thing. Let's make revenue. And if you have, your recreational friendship, you just keep the main thing the main thing. Let's build life together. Let's have fun. Let's travel. So the ability to, and I give this tip to people, is to engulf yourself in a lifestyle of discipline. We know it's hard because you have all the social media, you have all the, the YouTube, Instagram, the LinkedIn's, and that's all stuff. But that's all stuff. It's distractions, man. It's all distractions. And it's taking you away from your higher purpose. It's taking you away from your ability to produce what you need to be focused on in order to grow you as a person and to be foundational sound in your life so that you can face fear. Because now you're not focused on what everybody else is doing. You're focusing on what you're doing, and you're not in competition with anybody else. You're in competition with yourself.
That's right. That's right. All right. There you go. I mean, great answer, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you register your Black-owned business and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. Remember, SAC1 is available for purchase at p2p-b2b.io. Okay. Now, lastly, Mr. Speak. Has been solo? Have you felt lonely, or do you feel it has gotten this far because of team effort?
There is no I in team. So this mission cannot have happened, not even remotely, without all of the amazing and great leadership. I take no responsibility for these actions. I just responsible for guidance. It's like, you have a human body, right? You have a head, you have legs, you have 2 ears, one nose, one mouth, 2 eyes. Everything has a purpose, right? Everything has a function. So when building a massive corporation such as Sableassent, you need to have sharp leaders that have an ability to think and to move. And unfortunately, if it's like cancer, you have to cut it off. So I think of, business like a human body. Every piece or every part has a purpose, and every body part has a function, and it needs to act in the function that they are in. Right? Your feet can't do what your nose can do. Your arms and your hands can't do what your eyes can do. So everybody has to play their role. Everybody has to play their position, but everybody has to be disciplined and have the ability to execute and have disciplined thoughts in order to do that. And that's the reason why Sableassent has been able to accomplish what it has. And as far as we're concerned, we haven't even scratched the scratch.
Exactly. We haven't. Awesome. There us before we end. We appreciate your time. We know you're extremely busy.
Never too busy to talk to the community. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, please do not hesitate to contact Sableassent. We have a huge and a massive leadership team. admin@sableassent.com. Text us, email us, no problem. We contact you back. there's a lot of other cryptocurrency companies. You don't know who these people are, but you know who we are. We're right here. We're not what they say. We ain't going nowhere. And we're excited to serve our communities, excited to serve our Black communities, and we're excited to be building around the globe, and we are building around the globe. So, and I'm excited for you. Thank you so much, Ms. Evans. Thank you so much to all the amazing team members that we have that are doing what they do, and we're excited for everybody.
Shout out to Sableassent Coin Corporation team members, family members. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We appreciate having the CEO and founder of Sableassent Coin Corporation, Mr. Daryl Speaks. Have a good day. Have a good evening, a day in the other countries. Thank you so much.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
Stablecoin has taken off, and we are coming to your community. We are partnering with industries, real estate, agriculture, minerals, energy, and many more. Let's get ahead of the trend. Paper money is a thing of the past. The future of money is digital, decentralized, and moving light speed on a blockchain. Sableassent is created to empower consumers, nonprofits, and business owners in a global Black economy. Now is the time when we buy back our communities. Own your currency today at sableassent.com.
All right. So here are our issues. I shouldn't say problem. I like the word issues because my mom and dad always said issues can be solved with either time or money. Problems cannot be solved with time or money. Problems are things like I got cancer, right? I need to get my leg chopped off. But issues are things that can be solved with time or money. So these are issues, unfortunately, that have plagued our communities for hundreds of years. Number one, we have the highest number of unbanked people. Basically means, now we're not talking about the United States only. Everything that we talk about on this call today affects a population of 1.4 to 1.5 billion Blacks worldwide, okay? Yes, the majority of us are in America, but we have people on this line now from Haiti. I'm already looking Haiti, Nigeria, Ghana, I see Jamaica here, I see Manchester, I see UK, I see many countries of people on this phone right now. So what you're about to see, guys, is representing 1.5 billion people. Okay. Secondly, we have the lowest level of capitalization. That means that we have the lowest level of dollars going actually into our businesses. Okay. The statistic is less than 1/2% of any VC, seed funding, venture capital, banking, any dollars go into any women-owned or Black-owned businesses, okay? The money's there, they're just not giving it to us. Okay, and lastly, the next thing is circulation, okay? There's probably some Black Wall Street members on the call here today. So you understand the currency circulation model, right? 6 hours is the number that the Black community states that the dollars circulate through our community, right? And then lastly, this one is very dear to my heart. It is the limitations on the opportunities for us to connect globally in finance and business relations. Okay, they are restricting us at a higher level from connecting with each other. Okay, and this system that you're about to see solves all these issues. Okay.
The Black people connect. It's a plan. So